All right, back to it now. I'm just scrubbing the historical records so you have this, but at least 1963. This would represent the lowest homicide rate since at least 1963, just for the records. All right, shifting gears. Michael Pack is the director and producer of The Last 600 Meters. Mr. Pack, the president of Manifold Productions and Palladium Pictures. He joins me now because Christmas strikes of Nigeria on those killing Christians. They'll be held to pay, said Donald Trump, as he hits ISIS fighters killing Christians in Nigeria. And I say, it's about time. The United Nations can't do its job, so the United States has to do its. Michael, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good to be on with you.
My concern is this, though. Yes, Christians are being persecuted. There's a genocide underway in Nigeria, but it's not the only place. What about Lebanon? What about other places in the world where Christians are being persecuted? The most persecuted religion in the world is Christians. And that's true abroad. It's also true here in America, I think, where Christians are routinely maligned, ridiculed, and sometimes attacked. The Mormon Church in Michigan, not far from where I'm sitting, was attacked here just a few weeks ago, as an example. Your thoughts?
I think it's really a great problem. I'm Jewish, but I am happy to see President Trump bringing back Christmas and using the word Christmas instead of holidays. This is Christmas, or was Christmas. I think, yes, Christians are persecuted. Actually, Jews are persecuted. There's a lot of religious persecution. I think religion as a whole has been attacked and devalued for a very long time. And I think Donald Trump is very focused on that issue. As far as the attacks on ISIS, I think that's very consistent with what Trump has been doing in the first administration. And a lot of people mistake him for isolationists. There are neo-isolationists in the Republican Party. He is not one of them. As you said, we just came up with the last 600 meters. I came out with it. The last 600 meters, the battles of Fallujah and Najaf, about the biggest battles America fought since Vietnam. But that film was a warning of what could happen if you're involved in a endless land war without a particularly clear end goal. And I recommend your viewers watch it. It's on Amazon. But I think Donald Trump is very focused also on not getting involved in that kind of war. And so far, he's been very successful in limited targeted attacks that have made a difference. We also have a film coming out about the withdrawal from Afghanistan, which you may remember ended with an attack by ISIS that killed 13 Americans, as well as hundreds of Afghanis. And there was not hell to pay for that. So I think he is right to be doing this. I think there are risks involved, and you are quite right that it's part of a broader persecution of Christians especially, but Jews too, and religious people all over the world.
But it seems that Christian and Jewish targets are the most frequent, without question. The most frequent targets. I mean, it's not even a close call, honestly. And yet,
that's right.
Those on the left would have you believe that somehow it's Christians, it's white Christian men that are the big danger in this world. What a fallacy that is. What would you say?
I think it's really a part of an attack on Western civilization, and the Judeo-Christian tradition is a key pillar of Western civilization. I think that's the broader attack. And the symbols of it are, as Iran likes to say, the little Satan, Israel, and the great Satan, America. And I think it is a very fundamental attack, and it is a good thing to take a stand against it.
What about, as I had a guest on this program last week, and I said, well, what's wrong with Lebanon? Why are we not protecting Lebanon? They've gone from being majority Christian nation to just 40% now. And he said, frankly, and this is a sad thing, Michael, Lebanon has nothing to offer. Nigeria has natural resources the United States needs. Lebanon has nothing to offer. Is that a sad commentary or what?
It is, and I like to think that if there was an actual new provocation in Lebanon, President Trump would act. But your guest is right. They've cleared Lebanon of its Christian population. One of my son's friend's father had been a Christian missionary in Lebanon, and he had been there for many years, and he was forced to evacuate, like many such people. And I think that Donald Trump would I like to think Donald Trump would respond to provocations in Lebanon against Christians too. Let's see what happens the next time something happens in the world. I don't want to think it's only about the oil, but we'll
But
see. I mean, look
sadly,
at the
that's the
attack
way
on
the world works, Michael. That's the way the world works. Yeah, you know, and let's be clear. A lot of these politicians, Donald Trump included, I'm not saying he'll ignore Lebanon if something happens, but they're transactional. All right, so we'll protect this country because they have something that we need. I mean, that's been true throughout all of human history. If you didn't have anything of value, nobody cares. All right, so The Last 600 Meters, the film coming out now. You've also done films on Clarence Thomas, Created Equal. Clarence Thomas in his own words. You do some remarkably big topics that are really important. Where can people find out more about you, your company, and the films you're producing?
They can go to either of our websites, palladiumpictures.com for the more recent films and manifoldproductions.com for the older films. We've done over 15. My own X account is michaelpack_, but there's really more information on the websites. And both the two films you mentioned, Last 600 Meters and Created Equal, Thomas in his own words, are on Amazon and other streaming services as well. I think the holidays are a good time to think about our past and our recent past as well as our distant past, and I think our films are a great window into that.
Palladium Films. Michael Pack, The Last 600 Meters. I'll be sure to watch it, and the next time we speak, I'll give you some feedback. Thank you, sir.
That'd be great. Thank you. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you. These are important topics. Look, I'm a big documentary fan, as I told you. Death by Lightning is not exactly a documentary that I just watched over the weekend about President James Garfield and his brief stint as the 20th president. But what a remarkable piece of work that was. So The Last 600 Meters, go check that out. I'll take a break and be back. We'll catch you up on sports with Brock Palmbush after this.